Hey, back in the county.
Good morning. Around 4 a.m. Happy New Year Eve. I'm sorry I didn't get on here earlier on Monday. If you like me, Spectrum or whatever you got, it was down over 6 hours. It was about 9 o'clock when it came on. And it's raining cats and dogs here at this time of the morning. Well, I went to the doctor Monday. I went from about 180 pounds to 204 in about, I guess, 4 months, something like that. And my A1C is 5.5, which is good. The doctor, instead of taking 1,000 milligrams a day, she knocked it down to 500, so I only had to take 1 pill instead of 2 metformins. As you all heard on your news, President Jimmy Carter passed away at 101 years old. I want you to send prayers out to the Peanut Man. That's what they used to call Jimmy Carter, the Peanut Man. I want you all to send prayers out to Jimmy Carter and his family. And what Jimmy Carter did, you can look it up. He volunteered for humanity, for habitat, whatever you call it. That's what he did. Hello, Theodore. God bless you, my friend. And people in parts of the country, it is 2025. Hello, Big Monkey. Thank you. I got a phone call sometime Monday from my eye doctor. I am too. I'm thankful that I woke up this morning. Some people don't get to wake up, but I'm thankful that God gave me another day to live. I can die tomorrow or tonight. That's how come, people, you need to put your faith into God. Hello, Molly. Oh.
17 Phillipsburg. Exit 65 northbound. Clark County's received calls for asking.
Yeah, I'm my old man. Everybody be old. But let's get back to the phone call. I was talking maybe 15 minutes or so. It was from the eye doctor. It was the nurse explaining to me about my medicine. So I got to take all my medicine when I go to the eye doctor on the 6th. And I got to take my folder that I got the first trip to the eye doctor. Mike Hawk. And the funny thing about it, people, what time you think I have to go to this is the first eye I'm going to have operated on, what they call cataract surgery. What time you think I have to be there? Let y'all take a few seconds. What time do you think I have to be there at the eye doctor? Can y'all give up? It's 7:30 in the morning. Oh, you see the lighting in the background out my window? And 7:30 in the morning. I told my son that. I said, we got to leave around 6:30 in the morning. It is. I'm just going to sleep at that time frame. And I said, you bringing somebody with you? Yeah, I said, I'm bringing my son with me. He said, he can't leave. I told my son that. He said, that's kidnapping. It's not kidnapping. You can't leave. In case something happens and they need to do something, you have to be there. I've told him he can't leave because, I got my reasons. But you people, you all know how kids are. If I had a girlfriend, she'd be right there. She wouldn't leave. But you kiddos, it's a different story. He wants to go eat. I guess eye surgery wouldn't take, I don't know. Any of you all had cataract surgery, you know how long it takes for them to do an eye. I don't know. But I want to wish you all Happy New Year. Some parts of the world, like in, let's see, this is New Year's Day, I think, in Eve in Scotland. Let's see. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's around 9 o'clock in the morning in Scotland. And that's New Year's Eve, I guess, there. But people, have you been watching my videos? New Year's Eve is amateur night. You said, why is it amateur night? People usually don't go out and drink except New Year's Eve. And, I was in the barber shop. Jack was the owner of the barber shop. This been probably 15 years ago, give or take a little. 'Cause I don't go in there to get my hair cut. I cut my own hair. And this guy I know who is an alcoholic. And Jackass is drunk. But are you going out tonight? And this junk says, no, it's New Year's Eve. You know, New Year's Eve. He said, it's amateur night. All the people go out that never drink, you know, until New Year's Eve. So it's amateur night. People, be careful. Staying home. I know the bar owners won't like it, but the cops is going to be looking for you. Your local TV stations have put it out where police officers talk about staying at home, don't drink and drive. But that's what I want you to do. I want you to stay at home, party at home. If you got people coming to your house, take the keys away from them. So why would you take the keys away from your guests when they come to your house? People, your lawyers will tell you you are liable for them to drinking when they leave and get in a wreck and hurt somebody. It's just a little love bug. Do you like bidding? One thing, I hate to play stupid,
We have a seizure at 179106062.
but I really don't know what that means. Besides that, I just woke up a little bit because we lost internet for over 6 hours. I guess it. Hi, Josie Rodriguez. Well, I had some cereal for dinner. And I'm going to have to go on a diet. And when the doctor or the nurse weighed me yesterday, I weighed 204 pounds. And I told her, no, you got to help me get my weight back down. Because I was over 240 pounds. 44 around the waist. Now I'm down to 38. Why? I feel better. I feel better by losing weight. Can you eat pizza? I don't know, they got diet pizza? What was it? Sunday, I think it was. I hate to talk bad about Papa John's in Scottsburg, Indiana. And my son ordered 2 pizzas. Here's a screw up at Papa John's in Scottsburg, Indiana. I want to educate your people. Do not trust your GPS. They know it. They know it. Say, I'm going to use this for figure of speech. This is not my address. Number 1 John Doe Road. You know, say number 1 West John Doe Road. there is a number 1 East John Doe Road. But there's 2 different people's names. This house right here was built in the 40s. Say 1 West John Doe Road was built in 1940s. That 1 East John Doe was built in the 60s. And this idiot, I hate to say, he's an idiot. He knew that wasn't his pizza. He knew that was my pizza. We have lost things that my son has ordered. And I guess it was Ups. He kept it. Like we had about a gallon sprayer. Hey, Love Bug, I tell you, before the guy sold the house, we communicate. If I get something of his, I let him know. Or if he got something of mine, he let me know. One time, I got 2 sets of license plates. And I went over to his house. He had a nice house. And I rang his doorbell, doorbell camera. I told him who I was, and I told him where I live. I said, I got your license plates. He told me where to put it. But since this guy sold his house, I guess because maybe he got a divorce or something. I found out later he was divorced. Got a divorce. But this idiot over on 1 East John Doe Road, that's not the road. I'm just using that for a figure of speech. He don't communicate. But if I get something for him and I mark on there the wrong address, this is on the east side, so take it to the east side. I have complained to the post office. But the lady, it took it over. I had this older woman. That was no problem. And found out it was her daughter. She's a good-looking post office lady. Sorry, I don't want you to get me for sexual harassment. But I'm being honest.
681 dispatch.
Yes, I do, the bug.
For clarification.
I like all girls, no matter what race you are. You brought up a story. When I lived in government housing years ago, I mean probably 30 years ago, with my daughter and my son, which I had custody of, I met this beautiful black girl from Louisville, Kentucky. Since this is PG, I can't tell you, you can guess. She was good. She would wash my back, rub my ankles. She would make the bed. I had a water bed then. She would help me clean the apartment up. You know how it is when you gotta live in a housing authority. Yeah, it was fun. She kept watching her. I had a clock on the side of my bed. I miss her cooking. I can't remember her name. That's what happens when you get old. You can't remember stuff. And she said, I want you to meet my family, my mom and my brothers. I said, okay. But she warned me about her mom's boyfriend. You know, I'm not racist. Now, I never thought black people was racist. But I guess all races is racist. And she warned me about her mom's boyfriend. So we went over by Churchill Downs in that area. And she opened the door. I let her go first like a gentleman's supposed to do. And she introduced me to her mom and her brother.
Radio 2722, you can cancel fire.
And then her mom's boyfriend came in there.
2722.
And,
Fire 428.
oh, he called me a cracker, a honky, and you know what I'm talking about. Lordy, her mom went off on him. Lucky he didn't get the crap beat out of him. She told him, her mom told him, apologize. No, I did not. No, I did not. I said, sir, I wasn't raised that way to hate people. You know people how bad it was in the 50s and 60s and 70s. Some places, even when you went to school, was racist. You had your own drinking fountain. You had your own bathroom and so on. You know how it was. But I went to Charlestown High School in Indiana, where I went to high school. And we all sat at the same table in the lunchroom. We drank out of the same water fountain. We used the same bathroom. We took PE together, which is gym. There was no racism back there at our school. Other school in the school system, which is now Greater Clark County Schools. It was in Jeffersonville, Clarksville, New Washington. New Washington is a country town. Scottsburg. You know, parts of Indiana was, racist community. You had to be out of town by dark. That's how it was when I was growing up. But I'm glad I went to Charlestown High School. But I never thought African American people was racist. But I'm glad I went to Charlestown. I have dated African American girls. I've never dated no Mexican girls.
Go ahead for different counties. I'll know.
Or Mexican girls, Japanese girls, Vietnamese girls, Puerto Rican girls,
Negative. Our officers have not arrived
like that. I never did.
As soon as they arrive.
But God, just like I told my dad. I want to tell you a story that happened when I was probably 16. When I used to drink alcohol, I'd drive out country roads. Driving out country roads back there then, you didn't see too many people. There's some other friends of mine, they was parked out there with girlfriends. And they saw me. And they came to my house sometime after school, I think, or was it in the summertime? Maybe it was in the summertime. My mother, she was 101 when she passed away. She taught piano and organ lessons at her house Monday through Saturday. And this Indiana state cop and a postal inspector came to my house. They violated my rights as a juvenile, not without having a parent or a guardian there. He said, "You was seen out on so-and-so road." He said, "What were you doing out there?" No, I didn't go to jail. No, I didn't. But this Indiana State Police trooper, I think he's dead now, but you had police officers back there then that was racist. He said, "Who was you out there with?" "Yes, I have. My brother had me arrested to get me out of my mom's house. Because my mom made him promise that if she dies, that I would live in the house." No, it's not. No, it's not cool. Try to stay out of jail if you're a boy or a girl or a man or a lady. If you all seen 60 Days In. Yeah, you did. It ain't that good of food. Unless it's around Thanksgiving or Christmas time. Never been in there at Christmas time, but I have been in there at Thanksgiving. You might get some turkey for Thanksgiving. And this cop was a racist, and I told him, "What was you doing?" I told him I was out there with an African-American girl. Oh, that Indiana State cop. Oh, he got P.O. people. He got mad. Said, "Don't touch my door. Get that blankety blank out of my car." And don't touch my door. Don't touch anything. I opened the door. He was an a-hole. That's the truth. And I told my dad what happened. When I told my dad, he called the state police post, which it was on, in Charlestown, which was District 45, which now it's Salisbury, Indiana. He called and talked to the lieutenant.
664.
And that state trooper got into trouble. That's not the only complaint that we filed. I had a record this time of the year, New Year's Eve, it was raining. I wasn't drinking. I think it was my 63 Chevy Impala. I was coming around the curve up around. I got in quite a few fights, but I don't fight now. I'm too old to fight, but I will fight you. But the way I was raised, I would try to kill you. That's how I was raised. I hang around people that was from Hazard, Kentucky, and Harlem. You know, it was family. And I was in the wreck. You know, when weather conditions is bad, you reduce your speed. You slow down. This state trooper gave me a ticket for unreasonable speed. You can look it up in your state, people. Unreasonable speed. And he started following me every place. And I got his license plate number. And I told my dad what was going on. So Dad made another phone call and talked to the lieutenant. Dad was kind of a VIP. Hello, Yoakum. Good morning. Sorry, people, I wasn't on earlier, last night. If it could have happened in your area, if you got Spectrum or anything to do with Spectrum, which they own a bunch of internet servers, it went out. No, I don't. And I gave him the license plate of that police car. And the lieutenant asked me, what did you say? I told him what happened. I said, he violated my civil rights by not having a parent or a legal guardian. He said, what did you do to make him mad at you? He asked me what I was doing out there because the mailboxes got damaged. I guess somebody was playing baseball with mailboxes. I guess kids still do it to this day. But that's a federal offense. And I told him, I said, I was out there with a good-looking black girl. He asked me, and I was telling him the truth, and he got mad and told me not to touch his door and all this, had a postal inspector with him. He just asked me. I figured my dad would say something about me being with a black girl, but Dad was raised, my dad, I'm going to say adopted Dad, because I am adopted.
Reference this 1050 type unknown. There is a tree in the roadway. It is on top of a vehicle. However, there is no patient on scene.
And
No injuries, no patient.
he said, I take care of it. He said, as far as the ticket, it'd be dismissed. Found out I wasn't the only one that had complained on this Indiana State Trooper. I believe, no, I've seen it, Yoakum. I don't have them on. I should put my socks on, because my feet is cold. And Yoakum, I went to the doctor Monday. The doctor went over my blood work. My A1C was 5.5. So she did cut my 1,000 milligrams a day, which is 2 pills. Now she cut it down to 1. And so I went from 1,000 milligrams a day to 500 milligrams a day. I weigh 204. I told the doctor, I said, we got to work on me getting my weight back down to 180. I went from 44 around the waist to 38. And this began to get a little tight on me. That's how come, no, I ain't going to show you. Because I got my feet underneath the blanket with all my kitty cats. I got some of them laying next to me. I got little Blackie laying on my lap. I still miss Mama Blackie. I looked out on the porch a while ago. Usually have a bunch of kitty cats laying together. But this overgrown rat decided he was going to sleep up on the porch. But I haven't seen him because my son scared him away. Them possums, they're not scared of a human. I hate a possum. I think they're ugly.
Reference the 1050.
But I did have a cat sleeping on the step. But since it's raining, they probably underneath my car or underneath my shed. And that's what I've done today. But people think this is New Year's Eve. Some places on the planet is New Year's Day in parts of the world. But I know some of you are going out and drink New Year's Eve. I want you to stay at home and drink. You can watch the New Year come in on TV in all parts of the country on your TV. Plus, you're there at your house. You got your bathroom. You got room to dance in your living room with your mate. And you're not going to go out and kill somebody or kill yourself. You people been warned by you local media about the 5-0 going to be out looking for drunk drivers. Take it from the old man, people. Please stay home New Year's Eve. I know the people in the bars is not going to like it. But on your local news media, the cops tells you that they're going to be watching for you. If you get pulled over by a Smokey the Bear or 5-0, whatever you call them, a-holes, stuff like that, that means you're going to get a ticket. You get your vehicle turned in. Your insurance will go up. You're going to have to pay $200 or more to get your vehicle out of impound. I know money's tight. And insurance for you to drive is high. If you get a DUI, your insurance will go up, people. Do you have $200 or more to get your vehicle out of an impound lot? Just think about it. What happened if you hurt somebody? What happened if you killed yourself or your mate? Just think about it. But 5-0 has warned you by your news media. I'm warning you. Okay, if you all have a party at your house, you can check with your lawyer. They'll tell you you're liable if they leave drunk and hurt somebody. You can be sued. Just think about it, people. Just like they told on the news. Your bars and restaurants that serves alcohol, they can be sued. I just want you to be safe New Year's Eve. That's what I want you to do. Be safe. But people, probably 10, 20 years ago, it could be more. In Kentucky, a school bus with kids on it got killed. They got hit by a drunk driver. It was somewhere in Kentucky that was killed by a drunk driver. It made the national news. I think it was over 10 kids that got killed by a drunk driver. And this is a true story. It happened in Kentucky maybe 20 years ago, maybe 30 years ago. I can't remember, but look it up. A school bus wreck that was involved in a drunk driver and kids was killed. Somewhere in Kentucky. I can't remember where in Kentucky. And I just want you all to be careful. I tell you, people, I used to be an alcoholic, a drug addict. I was classified as a teenage alcoholic. I started drinking alcohol and smoking marijuana and later on blotter acid. But I've been sober 25 plus years. I don't miss it. With the medicine that I take right now, it'll probably kill me with all this. I know you all gonna do what you gonna do. Don't say 5-0 won't catch you. They will catch you. You might have been lucky in your past driving home drunk. Been lucky. But you can get caught this time. Especially here in Indiana. The state police, they look for you. Like the bars around here. Cops watch for you. Unmarked units. They watch you leave the bars or the restaurants that serves alcohol. They watch for you at VFW or American Legion post. They watch for you to leave drunk. I want to try to save you all some money. I want to save you money on getting your vehicle towed in. You're looking at $200 or more for a tow-in fee. Also here in Indiana, it could be in other parts of the United States. The police gets a fee. It used to be $35 that they charge you on your toll bill that the police department gets. It could be $50 now, which you pay a fee, which it goes to the police department. What they use it for, I don't know. But every tow truck here in Indiana, they charge you a tow-in fee for the police departments. So, I want y'all to be careful tonight when you go out drinking. Maybe you can have somebody drop you off at your New Year's party. Some bars around here in Kentucky will have taxi cab service. Some will have a tow truck that'll pick your car up and take it home. Some of these tow trucks companies will keep your keys. Oh, that girl's good looking. It's on showing some wrestling on the news station. It's an NXT on CW. I just want you all to be careful. People, I'm going to ask you something. It's free. It don't cost you anything. Probably the only thing is free. Hit the notification bell. Hit it where you get all notifications. You watch my other videos, and I said, no, I don't forget. It's free. It don't cost you anything. I know some people on YouTube got some good videos and good content. I'm in my 70s. I'm here for truth and justice for everybody. I listen to you if you got a problem. If you need somebody to talk to, I'm here to listen. If you got an alcohol problem or a drug problem, you can stop. It's all up here. You got to fight. You got to have the willpower. Like I say, people, I was an alcoholic. Like this time of the year, in wintertime, I would drink whiskey. I would drink the hard liquor. It got to the point when I can drink a pint. I wouldn't be drunk. It didn't faze me. I've drank moonshine, but Everclear, you all know what Everclear is, about 190 proof. I think it's stronger than moonshine. And after drinking one bottle, I don't know if it was a half pint or a pint, that's when I decided to stop drinking alcohol and decide to stop the drugs. I've seen what it does to a family. Ladies and men, if your mate has alcohol and drugs in their system when you all play house, you're going to pass it to your mate and you get pregnant. Your kid would be born with an alcohol problem or a drug problem. No, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not 5'0". I'm just letting you know what I went through. If I can stop one person from doing drugs and alcohol, I got a person who comes in my chat, but I got a couple of moderators. I got this one moderator. He would give you time out. That's a fact. But he's in bed right now.
This is Harlan, welcome patient.
And he only acts stupid when he's on drugs. Any other time, he's a very good person. You know, he sent me an email. He apologized, and he's going to try to get help. But I want you all to behave yourself. It's New Year's Eve. There's going to be crazy people tonight.
For transporting one non-emergency Jewish hospital.
So, I want you to behave yourself. Don't drink or drive. Take your taxi cab home. You know, or call a friend to come and pick you up that's not drinking to take you home. You can watch the New Year's party on TV. I watch every time zone, every country on my TV. I'm dreading January the 6th because I got to have eye surgery. I have to be there about 7:30 in the morning. People, I'm sleeping like a baby. Like now, it's around 5 o'clock. I know my clock is about 4 or 5 minutes fast. I keep it fast. That way you wake up about 5 minutes early. That means I got to get up at 6 a.m. on January the 6th. Make sure my son is up. And that's about the time he goes to bed. You know, I usually on here earlier, but you know, if you got Spectrum, Charter, or whatever internet service, which our internet comes out of Ohio. I guess they got other substations that they can have internet service. But coming from Ohio, people, you know, if you're in CB radio or ham radio, you lose a signal. The farther you're away from the site, you're going to lose a signal, and you're going to lose your megabytes, if you know what I'm talking about. I sure don't. And, because I was watching YouTube. It happened about maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 1 o'clock, somewhere in that time frame. Like I say, I watch a whole lot of YouTube videos. And on TV, I watch Pluto. And what's the other one? Freebie or something like that. I couldn't watch it. Lucky people, I got an outside antenna. And I can only watch local stations. I couldn't watch YouTube. I couldn't watch TikTok or Twitch or X. I couldn't watch none of it. I got games on my cell phone I couldn't play because it takes internet. You all hear me talk about my computer died. It's dead. I want to thank the people on Twitch that is smart up here on computers. People, I like to record videos and load it up to my computer and edit it, which I've never done. Or put an introduction into it before I come live. I can't do. But thanks to those people, 90% of the people on Twitch, they ask questions about, you talk about edit, this and that. They said download DaVinci. I've looked at it, watched YouTube videos on DaVinci and edit software, try to find some at this slow computer here, hard drive here, or RAM is slow to understand it. And I told them there's some games I like to play. You all knows I got a sick kitty cat. It just threw up. That they call the American Trucker Simulator. That's what I like to do. But that equipment to play American Trucker Simulator is about $500. And they recommend a gaming computer, which you need a good graphics card. You need at least 1 to 4 gigabytes of hard drive. Oh. You okay, Wildcat? Hello, Kathy. You have sister? Okay, you okay, Wildcat? Well, you all know about kitty cats. When they give themselves a bath, they get hairballs. That's what happened on Wildcat. Got a hairball, and they threw it up. Come on, move. Yeah, he threw up his cat food. And a bunch of hair in it. It's just like, It's like kid people. They throw up on certain food. But that's part of being a parent or a pet owner is what happens. You know, you gotta clean the mess up. But, oops, I covered my phone up. I'm sorry. You okay, Wildcat? Huh? You okay? That's okay. Even people does it. Babies does it. See, I'm not mad at you. You just see me yell at you. 'Cause when y'all get a bath, you get hairballs caught in your throat. That's natural of all animals. Even doggies do it. So I don't blame you. There's, you know, my cats is like kids. Plug my phone back in. And but people, it's New Year's Eve. Hi, Kathy. What? Yeah, I love you too. You love Daddy? Huh? Don't shake your head, no. That means I don't have to feed you. See, you was born inside. You're not like the outside cats. Outside kitty cats, they eat birdies, they eat mice, they eat baby rabbits. You know, you gotta learn how to survive outside. Hi, Mama. Hi, Margaret. This is Margaret. This is Kathy. But people, I love kitty cats. Some of you like dogs, and you got other pets. But my cats is my therapy animals. Since I got I had 4 heart attacks / strokes. They're my therapy animals. They let me know when I feel bad. Sometimes they lay right here. What? Yeah. See, you're learning how to tap without using your toenails to hurt Daddy. Yeah. You being good girl. Yeah. But people, with God's help, He would get me a girlfriend that lives close to me.
David King.
And God's probably talking to certain girls where I live. What? What, Margaret? No, that's not going to happen. You're not going to get a husband. I don't need no more babies. It costs too much money. But I know there's a whole lot of people on this planet that loves pets. They rescue pets.
25, District 22, it's negative 29. However, I'm not getting any 10.
Oh, they showing these new Nissan cars on TV.
Had several alternate types as well.
I wish I could afford a new vehicle, but you see what they cost, around $50,000? People, you gotta think it. Got to think. Do you want to buy a new vehicle at $50,000? Or do you want to buy a house? You can find houses for $50,000, but a little bit more. This house, when I bought it, was $48,000. Time you add your closing costs, your inspection, and your first year of homeowner's insurance, it was $52,000. You can buy a house, ouch. You can buy a house on fixed income, Social Security, disability. You can buy a house. You say, where do I go? People, you gotta look. Look at USDA. It's based on your income. Income, say, if you get food stamps, that counts as income. Child support, alimony, stuff like that counts as income. Don't give up on your dreams. Follow your dreams. I never thought I would become a homeowner, especially at my age. But where I was before, rent was $350 a month. When the cook and mayor, I call him Boss Hogg. You remember how Boss Hogg is on Duke of Hazzard, how crooked he was. That's how this guy was. He didn't like people with low income. You know, that's how he was. He didn't like people. If you made $48,000 or less, you was scumbags. And I tell you something, where I live, where the kids went to school, they had the smartest kids. They had the best basketball team and so on in elementary school. They was the best. But because of that mayor, the school don't have that anymore.
Date of birth 1965.
They build those slab homes. People, I know slab homes is cheap to build. These homes is cheap. But think of your family. If you can't build a house with a basement in it. For safety of your family. I know it costs more money. But you get that money back when you sell your house. A basement will give you room. Plus your pipes will be in the basement. You can get to it if something happens. Or if you got a crawl space, underneath your house they can get to fixing a water pipe or a sewer pipe or a water line. Okay, people. Some of you might disagree with me. Those slab homes, your water line, your sewer line, your gas line, and maybe some electric line is underneath that concrete. I want you to think about, I know there's very smart people on YouTube. I hope you got extra money, because if that water line breaks or a gas line leaks, it's going to cost you $10,000 plus to repair it. Because they would have to dig underneath that concrete slab. Just think about it. Is it worth that extra money? That's how come you either build a crawl space or have a basement. A basement will give you more room. If you live in a place where they have tornadoes, you can have it in the basement. You know, I want to help you all out because my old age and wisdom, listen to us old people. We're trying to help you young people out. It shows it's about 30 some odd degrees outside. It's cold. But I keep my temperature about 68 in the house. So ladies, you know what? I keep my temperature. If it gets too hot, I can't breathe. You know, as cold as my feet is, I would love to push the temperature up. But then I can't breathe. But if you got diabetes, people, you know what I'm talking about. Your feet gets cold, you get cold. You know what I'm going through with being a diabetic. Type 2, I guess you say it is.
24 mile marker, I-65 southbound. Investigate for a speeding vehicle. Caller advised it's going to be a passenger car speeding erratically. Authority, Indiana State Police, Phillipsburg.
All right. At the 24 marker, northbound I-65, a speeding vehicle. What? What, Margaret? No. So I want you all to be careful. I know if I had a girlfriend right now, she'd probably beat the hot water out of me. Okay. Since I got medical problems, I try my best to keep my house clean. I do sweep it, vacuum it, because you know when you sweep the floor, your broom don't really get it. Then I go over that with a mop, make sure I get all of it. First, I usually get a mop bucket water. Usually put Dawn dishwashing liquid, which, you know, you use Dawn dishwashing liquid for greasy stuff and you kill the germs. Then after it dries, I dump that bucket of water out. Then I put some other stuff in. Quit hitting my arm. When you hit my arm, you're making my head move, Margaret. I know I'm usually sleeping. But people, I want you to be nice. I know some people is mean on YouTube or out there in real life. People, you treat me nice, I treat you nice. I respect you. Same as this lady. I know some of your ladies will agree with me right now what I'm about to say, but the men, they ain't gonna like it. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. You young people out there, that's how you stay married for so long. Ask the people who have been married 15, 20, 30. I hear a choo-choo train, I hear the whistle. As men, you gotta agree with the ladies, they're right. Because if you say they're wrong, there's gonna be a fight. And you be sleeping in the doghouse, or on the couch, or outside in your vehicle. Just think about it. That's how you all get along by being married 20 plus years. Ask people how they stay married 20, 30 years or so, 50 years, silver anniversary. Just ask them. They tell you the same thing I just said. You got to compromise.
20 returns to Sean Robertson of Fair Home.
And
The Dark Blue 2004 Ford F-150.
don't tell the ladies they're wrong. Ladies is always right. And also, ladies, it's not your fault that you getting abused. I will be back on later on tonight because it's New Year's Eve.
I came through earlier. There's a vehicle at the 13 over 6, 65 northbound. Been sitting there with flashers on. Been that way since I came up there. 1 o'clock. Still sitting there with flashers on. I don't know if I can check on yet.
Yeah, I'm watching this police chief on the news. He's going northbound, is what it sounds like. Okay, it said, police warn against gunfire, fire, and drunk drivers.
Found it's been checked.
So, people, please be careful tonight. It's amateur night. It's amateur night. Cops is going to be looking for you. Because they have warned you the last couple of days. They warn you every year at this time of the year. They're going to be out looking for drunk drivers. Especially the Indiana State Police. They're really out hunting for drunk drivers. Your county sheriff, your city police department, your town police, they're going to be looking for you. Does the FBI look for drunk drivers? I can't answer that. But they're probably out, and they probably report it to the local police agencies. As you all heard the last day or so, President Carter passed away. He's also known as the peanut guy when he was president. He was 100 years old when he passed away. You people that Humanity for Habitat or something like that, President Carter volunteered to help build houses. So I want you to send prayers out to President Carter's family. If I remember right, he had a daughter, or am I getting it messed up? Maybe I want to say her name was Amy, but I'm not sure.
4330 Salisbury.
So I want you to say prayers for President Carter. Georgia lost a good person in Georgia. Humanity for Habitat lost a good person.
1046 on their right shoulder with their flashers on. That's the only known descriptors.
So people, it's about 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to get off of here. Turn my radio on and listen to the Bob and Tom show. At 5 o'clock, they got like a rerun until 6 o'clock. Then the regular Bob and Tom show comes on. Zoom tight. So, people, if you can help me out, I'm not going to give my post office box, my PayPal, or my Cash App. You can see it or watch other videos. People, I'm about 151 away from 500 subscribers. Before this date is over, since today is the last day of the month, let's try to get me 501 subscribers. If you can do that. I know 151 subscribers all over this planet. I want to thank you all for Sunday that joined me around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Bob Joyce, who's a preacher in Benton, Arkansas. That's my every Sunday night video. And you need to put your faith in the God. I like Bob Joyce. You saw Sunday, he had blue jeans on and a nice shirt and all that. He jokes, he jokes. I like preachers like that. He kids with you. I just dropped my remote control down on the floor. We can't survive without God. If you don't believe in God, it's okay. If you're a Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, Catholic, or whatever, we got to put our faith in the God. That's what's wrong with this planet. Some of you mad because you prayed to God on your loved ones, and God lets the person die. There's a reason when God takes you. There's a reason. Maybe the person who died is just a bad shape. They're in so much pain, and that person asked God to take the person because they're in so much pain and they don't want you all to go through the pain. You see it. You see people with cancer. They ask God to take them. That does happen. But if anybody in your family, I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying I'm a doctor. I'm not in the field. I've got a degree. If your mother or dad got cancer, You could have the gene for cancer. Just think about it. You can inherit it. So you want to be checked. I tell you something else I have learned with my age and listen to people older than I am. Your body can only take so much chemicals. Our water got chemicals in it. Our food got everything got chemicals. It breaks our bodies down. I'm not certified or in the field. I'm just going with my old age and other people. Our body can only take so much chemicals. When our body starts to break down, we start getting sick.
Scotty R, Hickory Creek, room 6. Scotty R, 65-year-old male, breathing alert, ripped out his Foley catheter, not requesting life support.
So, let's see what it is.
Scott County EMS, Hickory Creek, room 6, Scotty R, Hickory Creek.
Well, they're going to a retirement home.
Not requesting life
So,
for 65.
Just think about it, people. If you can, like your grandma probably did. Maybe your mom. Have a garden. Have a garden. Can your own food. It'll be cheaper, but there's things you have to buy. But it's better for you to grow your own food and go to the grocery store. And where you live, people, check on this. What the rules are of your city or town, country, you okay, about chickens and roosters. That way you have your fresh eggs. But check on your city and town local ordinance on having chickens. And during the summer, people, when I had my chickens, I fed them watermelon, cantaloupe, fed them all kinds of fruit, fed them tomatoes. The eggs you get in the store is not fresh. They're not fresh. You do not know what they feed those chickens. So where you live, people, if you know people that sells eggs in your neighborhood, buy fresh eggs. You find out they taste a whole lot better than the store eggs that you buy in your grocery store. That's my opinion. I gave my eggs away. I said, just get me some egg cartons and I'll bring you a dozen eggs or 18 eggs. I'll bring you eggs. You know what those people told me? This is a fact. I'm not lying to you. Those eggs you gave me taste better than what you get in a grocery store. So people, if you can, raise chickens where you live. You got to have a nice, good hen house and a place for the chickens to lay their eggs where you can get to it. I tell you a secret I've seen other people does. They have their hen house like on wheels where you can move it, because when the chickens use the bathroom, it fertilizes your grass. That's natural stuff, fertilizer. Just like you all seen rabbits in your yard. They leave rabbit pellets. That's fertilizer for your yard to help your grass grow. Or maybe your flower bed if you're into flowers. I like working in a flower bed because when I was taking care of my mom, she loved flowers, rose bushes, all kinds of flowers. And I made sure I kept her happy because she loved those flowers. And she always thanked me for keeping her flowers growing because my dumb blankety blank brother didn't care. He didn't care at all. He wasn't perfect, but he think he's perfect because he goes to church. I tell you something about my brother. He's going down there to the third place. He believes in God when he goes to church. As soon as he gets to the door and walks out, the devil picks him, gets him again. I don't like people like it. You go to church and you walk out that door. God wants you to believe in him 24/7. Not just when you go to church, but when you walk out that church door, no matter what church you go to, the devil gets you back. That's my brother. My brother stole from my mom, stole from me. My brother owes me $90,000+. They ain't counting what I had in Dad's safety box. He knew that was my money. Dad told him, and he stole it. My 18 silver dollars, my 2 row of Kennedy $50, the old type quarters, Mercury dimes, wheat pennies, 2 gold bars, 2 silver bars. You people have been in the military. You got, is it Series E or Series WE $50 bond? I ain't got none of it. He done. I have coins. I had a couple of gold coins in my jewelry box.
1109 dispatch.
And when I got all that stuff, my gold coins is missing. United States Marine Corps. Paris Allen, Campbell June. My brother stole stuff from you all. Hand grenades. A rifle with a launcher on it where you can smoke bombs and stuff like that. He stole the rifle. I think it was Campbell June or Paris Allen. I can't remember. I think it was Campbell June. But I know the statute of limitations is out. It's between 64 and 68. That's when he served in the United States Marine Corps. But God will punish my brother, people. But try to follow God's rules. No matter if you're a Mormon, Hindu, Muslim, Buddhist, put your faith in the God. But I'm sorry that I wasn't on here earlier Monday to let you know how I came out at the doctor. I told you I was going to let you know what the doctor says, which she said my A1C was 5.5, which you know that's very good, especially it been up to about a 7. A little bit over a 7, maybe 7.5. I don't think it ever got to 8, I don't think. My liver and everything, kidneys, everything's okay. But people, that's what the problem with this planet is. Some of you lost your faith in the God. I know you got a whole lot of rescue people that rescue cats, dogs, horses, and people abuse animals that rescue them.
Repeat for a minute, 663.
That APC or whatever you call it, you know, that helps abuse animals.
663 response.
I wish they'd come to Scottsburg, Indiana,
Looks like
because
241
their dog
area
pound is a kill
441
shelter.
MAP.
Less than 24 hours, they kill all the animals. I wish that them pet people come in and make it a no-kill shelter. Well, you see Midnight outside, the black and white tomcat. His dad was one of them. You know how tomcats do. They go tomcat.
Not clear no further.
And where he got caught, that wasn't the lady, but since it was her old man, you know, husband, to me, they was married, but his daughter called the dog pound, came and got him, kicked her out of the house. But people, when you live with someone and you're not married, their family will probably do you wrong unless your mate has a will. I want to educate you on wills that you all make. You all make a mistake by appointing a family member administrator. But my brother wasn't the administrator. I got the shaft because of my brother. He did not follow the will. So who do you want as administrator when you make a will out? I will have a lawyer as your administrator. They got to follow the law. Your family won't give you the shaft. Just think about it. Have a couple of lawyers. In case one lawyer dies, you got another one. Just think about it. Have a lawyer as administrator of your will, because your family will screw your children or your loved ones. Sorry for saying the word screw. But I'm trying to educate. That's what I've seen. I told you what my brother did. I got the shaft, and I can't fight him. For me to get a lawyer, I have to pay. He retired from Ford Motor Company. He don't have to pay his lawyer. People, that's how come when you buy a brand new vehicle, no matter if it's Ford, Chevy, or whatever, that's what you're paying for. You're paying for their attorneys. I think when you work at Ford's or GM or whatever, you pay 35% of your attorney fees. When you retire from those companies like that, you pay 50% of your attorney fees. I know those union guys would get mad at me. I don't care. But when people has to pay their attorney fees, we're not being treated equal. That's how come people, when you buy a new vehicle, that's how come it's high. They got to pay for their lawyer fees. You know how much a janitor at Ford Motor Company in Louisville makes sweeping the floor? Over $40 an hour just to sweep the floor and take the garbage bags out. $40 an hour. I'm sorry, union people. I'm sorry. I think the people who work in fast food restaurants, I'm not going to mention fast food restaurants, they should make $10 an hour because of the cost of living. We on fixed incomes can't afford it. Get a 3% raise. They said, well, the cost of living. The cost of living is more than 3%. It should be 10% to 20% pay raise, I believe. The last big pay raise I got was under President Trump. What was it, 8 to 10% raise we got under Trump? I could be wrong. But I think for 2025, I think it's 3%, which mine is $20 more a month. But also, here's the bad part. You get a pay raise on your SSI or Social Security, they take about $10 away from your food stamps. How in the blankety blank you gonna make it? They taking that $10 away from my food stamps. It hurts me, people. It hurts me. It's hard to make it on a fixed income. I'm about 151 subscribers away from 500. I like to get 1,000 subscribers, but it's okay. I got my faith in the God. Will I go out today to the grocery store? No, probably won't, because I got a few things that I shouldn't got. Like I said, God would get me a girlfriend. He knows what I'm looking at in a nice lady. He knows the age group. God knows everything, but I leave it up to God to find me the right lady. I know you all said go to dating sites. I tell you, ladies and men, I want to tell you something. People ask for your picture. You don't know what websites those pictures will end up. I see some of those dating sites of girls found out it's a guy trying to con you out of money. That's a fact. I forget what country it was. And he was a guy. So, I'm asking you all, don't send pictures to somebody who asks for your picture. You don't know where those pictures will end up at. It could be on the X-rated site. It could be on the offenders list. You don't know. So I want to say Happy New Year to everybody. Oh, I forgot this.
2024.
This is the last day of the month. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. If you got married on this day today, happy anniversary. I almost forgot that. I usually say that at the start. I'm sorry if I said it at the end, but when I come live later on tonight, if I don't come live tonight, you know Spectrum shut down again. Or Charter, whatever you use, because it's all owned by the same stupid people. So, you all have a great New Year's Eve. Stay at home. It's amateur night. Save your money, because if you drive home drunk, you're going to have a $200 plus toll bill. You're going to have to put up a bond. You're going to have a ticket or more. I don't know, you all going to do what you want. If I could save one person that don't go out drink and drive and stay at home, I know I done what God wants me to do. It's amateur night. There's going to be a whole lot of people out there that's going to drink that never drinks only on New Year's Eve. It's amateur night. So, I want to thank you all. I'm sorry I'm late today. But thanks Spectrum for going dead for over 7 hours. There are things that I watch on TV, like I said, Pluto, Phoebe, other stuff, YouTube. You can't do it without internet. So, I want you all to have a happy New Year, wherever you are on the planet. Right now in Scotland, it's probably, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11 o'clock in the morning in Scotland, I believe. But I used to go out in my younger days on New Year's Eve. But the last 20 years, I stay at home. I watch it on TV. I see all the different time zones. I see all the different countries that brings in the new year. Russia, Scotland, UK, Vietnam, China. I watch all the different countries, how they bring in the new year. People, as I tell you, it's free. The only thing that you can get is free. It don't cost you anything. Hit that notification bell. And hit it where you get all notifications. Sometimes you don't. Don't ask me why. YouTube won't answer it. But God bless you all. Please stay home tonight. Don't go out and get arrested, get a ticket, and hurt someone. Because you see it on TV. You've seen that the last couple of days talking about people that get shot on New Year's Eve night. There would be car wrecks out there. People here in the United States, I don't know how it is outside the United States. Cops will be hunting for you. 5-0, Smokey the Bear. They be watching for you. They might have roadblocks. They gonna be watching for you. They get extra money this time of year to catch you. Here in Indiana, the Indiana State Police, they will nail you. Like the city of Charlestown, they got some whiskey stores, but they got no bars or restaurants. that serves alcohol. I don't think. Oh, maybe that one Mexican restaurant. So be careful. And say, let's see, January the 1st. That'd be the new year. I hope none of you end up in the hospital. Hope none of you get killed. Hope none of you end up in jail. Because I'm warning you people not to drink and drive. Stay at home. If you're going to have a party at your house and you got guests over, take their keys away. Let them sleep on the floor. Because under the law, you can check with a lawyer. I'm not lying, people. You can be held with liable if you have a party at your house and they leave and hurt somebody. You can be held with liable, just like a bar and a restaurant that serves alcohol. You can lose your house. Just think about it. Listen to God. So I want you all to be safe tonight. And I want to thank your mamas out there that would come my mama on January the 1st. One of my good wives, she was born January the 1st.
Dispatch line 03-1041.
She was a good woman. Even after we divorced, she's still a good lady. She's still good looking like it when we got married. Back in 79, in 78, 79. So I want you all to have a good New Year's Eve. Don't get pulled over by 5-0. Don't get in a wreck. You've been warned on your local TV station that the cops are going to be out looking for drunk drivers tonight. I have warned you the last 3 or 4 days that 5-0 is going to nail you. People, it's amateur night.
4577.
And people, you know that 5-0 watches your YouTube problems. They watches mine, especially when I'm out on the road driving, or taking a road trip as I call it. In Bakersfield, California, this is a fact. RD on the scene, Kern County Crime Watchers, White T-Shirt Media, them other people that does live streams in Bakersfield, California. 5-0 do watch them. You said, Tom, you don't know what you're talking about. I watched RD on the scene one night. And about a stolen bicycle. I don't know if it's one of them high-priced bicycles. RD on the scene saw that, and he said, that looks just like it. He pulled into a lot, kept an eye. People, it wasn't a minute later. Bakersfield Police Department showed up and arrested the person for the stolen bike, and the person got their bicycle back. See, when you live stream on YouTube, you're the police officer's eyes. you're their eyes, and they look for vehicles. Or if somebody's walking, they watch for stuff like that. Or you're in a car and the vehicle in front of you weaving. They look for stuff like that. You might catch a drug dealer. Or, 5-0 does watch your YouTube channel.
4527.
So I want to thank you all very much. Happy New Year, happy birthday, happy anniversary. Good morning. I'm going to get off of here and listen to the Bob and Tom show and go back to sleep. I see you tonight. I love you all. God bless you. And thank you, sweet ladies. I love you too.